Hello and welcome to another edition of FAQ about personal training business. So today my name is Gervasio and I got Chris again. Today we're going to be covering up about the fitness class. So basically, yes, I got a simple question for Chris. The question is about how or what is the difference between the one class that you teach. Let's go, for example, for a specific class, body pump or body combat. I mean, when you teach body pump or body combat, it's same place with the same music and same choreography, the members tend to feel different than someone else that teach. What's the difference? What's the difference?
Yeah, I think that's a good question, because we're in a day and age where Les Mills is like in most health clubs, and body pump is body pump, no matter who's delivering at the front. So I think a lot comes down to what they talk about, connecting with the people, how you connect with them, whether it's visually, just a sort of a little head nod, using names. I think that's massive, just remembering people's names when you're in the class, and then also where you're coming from mentally. How you feel, whether you feel confident, whether you're still a little bit nervous about the class, whether you've been doing it for like 20 years, and we all have our own experiences, from my personal experience, something like body combat, I've done martial arts, same with body balance, I've got a grounding in that sort of discipline as well. So my experiences of those areas or expertise of life will be very different to somebody else's. So I draw from them to then put into my class, which gives it the feeling of what I give, and then different from somebody else. I would imagine, their experience is going to be very different to mine, and then they use them in their environment.
But the things that kind of challenge me or kind of intrigue me is like, you have to follow the same choreography, you have to play the same music.
Yeah.
How come that still the experience for the participants are different?
Yeah, I think it's an interpretation. I'm going to go and say art. We've all got the same choreography, we've got the same picture, but what I look at and see in the picture will be different to somebody else, depending on how they learn or how much creativity they have, or so you're going to use different parts of your brain just from looking at the choreography, and what will stand out to you may be different to somebody else. So even though it's the same packaged up, you're still squatting, you're still deadlifting, you can use different tools to deliver the picture.
I mean, you mentioned big tools. What kind of tools would that be?
So the tools that I feel are quite important in the studio and in consultations like with clients, pitch and tone. So where your voice is, whether you're speaking quite sort of fast and high pitched, or whether you're speaking quite low and maybe aggressive, and pacing, how quickly you're talking or how slowly you're talking, and then also body language, facial expressions, they play a big part in as well. You can sort of be in a really sort of strong, grounded place, but then a cheeky little smile might say more than a word could ever. And then obviously a good understanding of your own technique. Not saying you've got to be the best at the exercise or the movement in the room, but have a good knowledge of where it is and where you should be, and then where you can go to.
Thank you very much, Chris. So that's it for today. So catch up with us for the following program. We're going to be taking a lot of tips about the business of personal training and group fitness instructor. Thank you very much.